Okay, the last thing you have to do for this section, in the files that you had to download, there was also a file called datadictionary.rds. So a data dictionary is usually a file that comes with a data set, and it just explains the variables in the data set. So it explains what the column names mean, and so let's say there's a column called height and a column called weight. It would say there, you know, this is height in meters, this is weight in kilograms. Otherwise, you wouldn't know what to expect in that column. If the first 5 variables in a weight column is 100, 79, 400, you wouldn't be sure what is it the weight of, what was being weighed. You know, if there's a 400 there, it's probably not humans. And so you would also not know, is the weight in grams, is the weight in kilograms, because if you are, you know, if you're weighing large animals, then it may be weight in kilograms. If you were weighing rats, it may be weight in grams. But you wouldn't know if there isn't a data dictionary that tells you. So that's what a data dictionary is for. So we read in that file, dictionary, and then we look at it. And then basically this is what it prints out like. So this is a column, description, decode is another column. So it's just printing strangely because it can only fit 1 column at a time, or 2 in this case. So var name is the first column, code is the second column, then decode is the third column, and so on. So basically you look at the information that you're getting here. Var name means variable name, so that's the name of the columns in your dataset. So all of these words here that you see here, this is the name of one of the columns in your my sample dataset. And then next to it, it says code. So if the column name was sex, then code here says M or F, so that means in your data, if you look at your data, you're going to see in this column you will find M or F. And then decode, the third column in your data dictionary file, is called decode, and the point is that it's going to decode the code. So the code is M or F, so that means that must stand for something, but what does it stand for? And then over here it explains to you. It's for male or female. And where there's NA, that means no explanation is necessary, but over here you can see there's something being explained there again. And then the last column is description. This is the column name, description, and there it's going to tell you what it is. So what I was explaining just now, it says this is age in years, or it's weight in kilograms, it's height in meters, and so on. So you have to look at that information that it's giving you, and then here there are 4 questions. So question 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 questions you have to answer, and as you saved your name into the object and into one of the columns of this object, the section 1 answers object, you are now going to save your answers. So $ answers, because you want to save it in the answers column, and this square bracket is for the row. So in the first little place or row of the answers column, you want to save this answer, the second row, the third row, the fourth row. And as before, you basically delete the part inside the brackets, and then you write whatever you want to write, whatever your answer is. So how is body mass calculated? So you are probably going to write something like weight times weight, divided by, and you're probably going to need brackets, and then there will still, something else will still follow there when you check how BMI is calculated. Okay, let me just undo everything and then we have your answer back. Okay, so that's how you're going to do this part. So write your answer. When you wrote your answer, you're going to run the line, and the same here, run all the lines. And then lastly it says submit your answers. So to do that, basically we're going to use this write RDS function again. We're going to tell it this object, section1 answers, that's the object we want to export into a file now and make it available outside of R. So we tell it which object, we tell it which path. In this case, we just give it the name that we want to give it, and this is what you should call it as well. Section 1, over here where it says your name, you delete this part and write your name in there, like that. And then when you're done, you run that code, it's going to write a file inside the same folder where your project is. And that file you're going to upload to Moodle. And there will be a video after this one just quickly demonstrating how to do that.